Hello, this is Jer, and I'm playing on this frosty planet called Ceres with the Ceres survivors. So we're trying to survive on this cold asteroid on hard settings, so ravenous dupes and everything else, including no teleportation, no dupe that is frostproof. So we did manage to get warm coats on all the dupes, thankfully. But also, on top of all of that, not using any wood, no ice liquefier, no wood heater at any point along this way. So we've gotten to, well, actually we're at cycle 35 now. I got a little bit further to cycle 40, but we're rolling back a little bit because I've learned a couple things, two critical things. Because on top of all of that, all the hard settings, I'm also going for the locavore and carnivore achievement. So this is absolutely nuts. But I learned two things. First of all, this little guy here, I was really trying to get them to produce another egg. And I was planning on sending them up to get access to some nectar. It didn't end up working out, so that was just wasted effort. So instead of that, I'm just going to attack them. That's going to convert this little guy to tallow. And we won't worry about that. So there is one other thing. Let's see, also just noticed that we've started bringing pips up. And I've got 6 plume squash plants. What I did in the last episode is I put a plant up, or I put the pip up here to start planting. That wasn't a problem, but then I pushed a number of these guys over the left side. And let me just do the temperature gauge, which I'm starting to get familiar with. You can slide this around different settings, but basically pips, I know, take damage at minus 30, but these guys are not comfortable at minus 30 or below. And that makes it such that they don't produce as many eggs. They don't take damage, but if they're not accelerating their egg production, it's not that useful. So with that knowledge, I have to realize that now that I've set this in this location, anything that's dark blue, minus 30 or so, is going to be a bad place to put a stable. So this stable design needs to be changed. With all that, let's put a plan to finish cycle 35 and then continue along. The dupes are starting off attacking this critter in here. So with that critter gone, we're going to seal this area off, make a natural tile along there. And then we'll relocate this pip once it's safe. But I do have to get a little bit of pike apple seed brought up in this stable if there's a point in bringing the pip up. So after Mover has dropped a little bit of snow down in this zone, this is what we're relying on water. So we've got nice hot temperature to melt ice, a little bit of snow that's just been dropped. Mover is going down here to collect some seed, bring it up into one big pile. See Miner down here cutting a path to get access to some Bamus and plume plants, plume squash. Just watching Mover here, because soon as they're done collecting some of this together, let's move this one over as well. Then we will move a large selection in this case. We'll take this 5, push it with that. Just redirect them to do that. And that's given us 11 seeds. That's enough to get started. We'll put that in there. So Mover taking our 11 seeds, dropping it off in this room. Builder attending to the flocks that are in here. So they no longer have to worry about I get some tallow, 50 kilograms worth. In fact, you know what? Let's actually disable, no, frost buns. We'll disable barbecue, and instead, we will make some of this on all 4 of these. So that's pretty much it for the end of cycle 35. We'll get started with cycle 36 And my plan is essentially change this stable. Instead of having the flocks go in this direction where they're too cold, let's actually check on this guy here. Yeah, you can see that they've got the body temperature low. We don't want to see that. I'm going to open up this area down here instead. Another issue, minor issue, but last time I did end up getting some material in these pipes that shouldn't have been there, so I'm going to watch this closely. Just allow this to fill up with hydrogen. In fact, our batteries are pretty charged. Maybe we'll add a little bit of extra heat for some faster melting. And we'll let that run for a little bit until the beginning of the next cycle. Just about to go to cycle 36. We already have a single piece that is off there, so we'll take that out. And get our plans together for cycle 36. So in cycle 36, the main task is just to change out this stable. We want to put in a natural tile sitting right there. So we'll let that door go in. That's going to move some material to the side, build some snow tiles, get that in, and then we'll have a spot here these critters can go and access the lower section rather than being pushed out where it is too cold for them. So mover installing the door for that. Scientist is working on smart battery research. We want to put that in right here. Let's just check this. Oh, I see that we've got some water. So we're increasing the temperature again. I see that there's ice missing right there. That's awesome. That means that it was converted to from ice to snow. But let's add some more, so we stay on top of producing more and more water for the future. I see that is done. Let's put a snow tile both here and here. We've got to get this one built as well as these three before we can destroy that to make a natural tile sitting right there. Builder currently going down for that. That's good. We'll also have to wrangle some of these flocks if they end up on the wrong side of this door by the time that's built. So I think, actually, we are ready now to destroy this door. Oh, hold on. Not quite ready. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Builder, you've got to do this from above, not below. There we go. And if I've got that plus this door, let's make that the next priority. We'll be able to get a pip up here. And get them to start planting some pike apple in this stable. So with that door, I'm going to give the direction to move this pip down there. We can start taking out some of this, and we'll open up this area down here. And these guys that are trapped on the wrong side need to be moved over. And just before that pip arrives, let's make sure that they can't plant anything where I don't want them to. At least not yet. Like there, for instance. And let's just make those lower priority. See this guy. We've got stable set up over here, so working on converting this guy from wild to tame. See how far Miner has made it. Okay, what I want to do is get this guy who I know has laid an egg, get them to move up as well. It's going to be later once Miner actually finishes that project. So this is going to be the flocks. This is one of the things that went wrong last time. Flocks spending too much time out in this cold zone. So that's no longer the case. Now, instead, we've got our flocks here. Now, it's probably crowded. Maybe not. They seem to be fine. Okay, but we'll continue to open this area up anyways, but just expanding below where it's a little bit warmer instead. Builder just dropping in our pip in this room. And giving them a little bit of attention. This is the first time that they're actually visiting a grooming station. Didn't actually get to groom that time, but they're in here, which is the more important thing. They can pick up some of the seeds. They're located there and start planting. We'll get started with cycle 37 in just a little bit. Miners starting down on cycle 37, getting access to this guy here. Bring them up to the stable. And we're building a ladder going down here. Decided, actually, I don't need the critters to go into the zone. I just need to actually extend the stable itself. Thought about opening up this area, but then realized that the pip could crawl out into the zone that's too cold for them, so this should work a little bit better. I see our second pike apple that has been planted by the pip. See, Miner was able to get a pathway out there. They are currently up here, producing a little bit of iron ore. Once we've got enough iron, or they're making iron from iron ore, but once I've got enough, I'll make a smart battery. Just need a little bit more of that before we can do that. Got our ladder starting to be installed, and the pip is put in the third plant, making good progress. Let's put in the fourth one right there, Pip. Miner making a little bit more metal. Scientist generating some power. Let's see if we can now get our smart battery in place. Got a report of buildings melting. Maybe we should just replace this whole flooring across there. Get that done at priority. Let's see if we've got enough iron to get across. Not very far. We'll need a little bit more, actually. Technically, I can make stuff out of... Oh, no. We'll use iron. To get from our hydrogen generator to the smart battery. Just watching this area here. Let's have a look. We've got a 9% growth on our plume squash that Pip has planted earlier. Pip has planted the 5th plant in here. Open up a spot for the 6th. Really want to make sure the dupes get down here because we've got crowded critters in the stable. That is not something I want to see for any longer. Starting cycle 38 mover, opening a path down here so we can start expanding this. Looks like that's actually big enough now for these guys. So I see that we need a little bit of food for them. I think we've gathered some here, didn't we? Like apple. No, that wasn't it. Let me have a look. I'll see if I can find a good source of food for these guys. Oh, 2,400. That must have been it there. Let's take, just before I do that, this piece here. Merge it with, actually take this, move that there, and we'll just get a whole bunch of food with Mover to feed these guys. Let's Mover, where are you going? Oh, outhouse, fine. Take this piece and push it right there. Come on, Mover. You can do it. Let's take that other piece and move that right there. Come on, Mover. There we are. And how about these pieces? Okay, and then move that there. Hold on, come on. There we go. Yep. So that gets moved there. And we've got 4,800 calories. Let's move that there. Whoa. Let's just make that a priority action. Oh, I see. Hold on. Take this then. Do this one at a time so you understand the priority order I want you to work on. There we go. That was, for some reason, separate it. Come on, mover, come on. You can do it. Okay, now that they've got that, let's take this, move that there. Excellent. And what do we end up with? 8,000 calories. Let's move that into a stable for these guys to chew on. There we go. Picking up the pike apple. And getting that inside our stable. We should find these guys start to eat it so no one is starving. There it is. These guys no longer starving. Let me take a second. But the stable's big enough. It's currently 81 tiles. We can make it a little bit bigger, but for the moment they are fine. I'll start a plan of expanding even further. We've got one more place to put a pike apple bush, and then we'll start on more stables up in this zone. So with these guys now happy, opening up this zone down here, let's make a few wild tiles. I keep saying wild tiles, natural tiles. Right in here, take advantage of this ice that exists. And hopefully we'll have this ready by the time this pip picks up. Let's see, what type of seed did you plant? Or pick up, Pip? Oh, no. Okay, let's redo that one. I forgot to clear this area of all other seeds. So we'll have to get someone to dig that out for us and try again. See miner going in here. How about... I wonder if that's... Okay, why? I wonder if they're all at priority low on farming. That they're not going to do that, actually. Maybe we'll do this. I'll bump miner. There we go. I'll also need to make sure someone takes that seed out. Okay, so this seed here needs to be taken out. How about we adjust priorities, miner back. Down on farming, focus on storing, move them about a second there. There we go, picking up that seed. Now we know that the next time to plant something, it's going to be the pike apple seed they pick up. Builder installing some doors here so we can create some tiling. Gonna have to create a tile here and here. And that looks like it for cycle 38. And just catching the pip. Pick up the seed that we want to see. And now I've got 6 pike apples growing up here and 6 plume squash down there. It is now time to move this pip. Well, I have to create this area first, but once this is all set, we'll be moving that pip to plant seeds in other areas. Would like to start automating a little bit more, so we're going to do some advanced automation research while the rest of the dupes open up this area to plant more pike apple. Just looking at my stable in here, I see this critter here must have laid an egg recently. They're 98, so they're not going to last very long. We'll get meat from them rather than attending to them any longer. Checking the other guys. This is definitely going to give us an egg at some point. An egg very close. And that'll definitely be the last egg this critter gives us. And Pip, just hold on tight until we can actually get this area set up. We'll bring you up here. Mine are producing a little bit of metal. That's going to allow us to finish off our smart battery. Scientists generating some power. How about we send in... Oh, this just needs a connection, I think. Bring in some hydrogen. That way scientists can start to do their research rather than just run on the wheel. As soon as that arrives, I will notify them that they've got more important things to do. Oh, right. Right, the automation wire exists, but not the smart battery. Well... Okay, let's just make that a priority then. Scientists, how about you help build that? Where are we with calories? Mush bar 8,000, so if we have a little bit of break in the kitchen, I'm not concerned. Okay, hold on. Up here, let's destroy this builder. If you could do that, it would speed things along. That's a natural tile going in. For Pike Apple in the future, let's put a snow tile right there. We'll get Builder to think about that. Once we've got that, we'll take that out again. See if we can recruit Builder to do that. Alright, and then it's 3 wild tiles along that way. We can start opening up this area again. Maybe Builder can help with that. Here we are. I see the smart battery going in. That's very nice. Scientists trying to keep the lights on, but this is going to make a big difference. I'm going to set this to be 99. As soon as a little bit of power is needed, this smart battery... Actually, you know what? How about... Yeah, no, that'll be fine. So hydrogen starting to be consumed now. Check to see if this is on. I think we cut the power for that. Current temperature 27, probably needing a little bit of heat. I also see some ice has melted, so we'll have to go find a source for that. Just notice a little bit of water accumulating right there. I see some ice located there, so I'm going to actually choose that as the next piece of ice. That's going to be thrown into this zone. Temperature's starting to go up down there. Builder's doing some research, not sign that we need to have more actions up here. So I'm going to do that, but I'm also going to bump Scientist so that they'll start doing some research researching. And Builder, how about you go up here? They'll plan some tasks to continue this area. So Builder is on their way up, and I decided to start to put a ceiling in this zone so they can begin work on that. Of course, they ran away somewhere else. They were... Oh, there they are. Alright, now they're going up to do that construction. Just gonna wait for this little water here to get warmer. Reposition Scientist from producing power to it, doing a little bit of research for us. Maybe we'll wait till about 40 degrees. There we are. Okay, I will cut the power. I will move Scientist a little bit. Hopefully they'll think about going to the laboratory. Let's check their priorities. Oh, researching a little bit more. Still nothing. There we go. That's what I want to see. Scientist on the supercomputer. Builder giving them a thumbs up. I've already brought in the pike apple seed. Should just need to actually seal this off before I feel comfortable bringing in a pep. Actually, these tiles down here. That's where I want to add some more wild tiles. Or natural tiles, rather. I just realized that a miner got themselves stuck. How to best do this? Let's just put that right there. Okay, luckily they can pick up some... Oh, that's annoying. That's a... Come on, miner, really? That's actually super annoying. Oh, I know what I can do. Okay, I'll just put a tile right here. Knock that out of the way. So this is pretty much the same point I got to at the end of cycle 39 last episode. The problem with the last episode, I had some of these flocks over here, so they were freezing. They're no longer freezing, which is good. I also was playing around with trying to feed one of these guys from up there. That's something I'll worry about later on, but I think there's just higher priorities at the moment. Just about there we are, starting cycle 40. Sea mover moving some water into the micro mushers so we can produce some food. We've got ice. Oh no, ice is melted there, so let's find some more ice. Let's pick up that piece, and I will tell the dupes to drop it in right there. Should see Builder or some of the other dupes up there. Oh yeah, of course they're doing the rounds in the stables first. That's completely fine. Let's take this egg out of here. Actually, I'll have it dropped off down there, in fact. We're picking up the egg. Good job. Builder is going around doing some ranching. Might wait for them to finish all the ranching work and then get them in the incubator. So where are they off to now? Construction material. Hold on. How about you go down here? Oh, you know what? Let's put in an airflow tile right there. Make that the urgent thing. So now that Builder's in here, get them to start doing some incubating. Just curious. They're going to build this airflow tile that's going to allow me to trap them in. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, mover throwing in the eggs. Not quite what I wanted. Let's make this high priority. We'll get Builder to go in. If they're not, they're heading that way anyway. Let's tell all the dupes. No one can go in here. Except for Builder. Builder, at the moment, can't leave anyway. So this is our first egg that is going to ink the hole by effect. Do the fox flan egg. Got a number of them, actually. Oh, we got a bunch of them there. Okay, we'll go through each of these then. Take Builder, move them over there. To the next egg. Just making these hatch all the quicker. So hopefully by the time these guys hatch, we'll be able to throw them in this stable up there. Let's get Builder to move over like there. Do the next egg. and so on. And I will continue until we get each of these eggs with a lullaby effect. Oh, and do I have... Got automation, just realized that that's just not plugged in, right? Here we are. There, now they can actually see this machine as they're using it. As I was working on the eggs, I just thought to myself, did I ever turn this system down? No, I did not. So this is a good time to catch it because hydrogen is getting a little bit low up there. Go through another egg. Just 2 more to go this time. And the last egg has a lullaby effect. So why don't I let Builder out. I'll even let Mover in. So we can move all these eggs over. Eventually. But let's get up here and get back at construction of this new stable. Throwing a little bit of snow, putting a door here. Once that is in there, I'll actually put the pip in. That's going to allow me to put, or get the pip to start planting, while the rest of the dupes construct the rest of this area over here. So I think we can actually give the command now. By the time this pip is brought up, I would suspect that door will be built. Here we are, door is in place. Where's Builder? We should be going in to pick up the pip. Builder going towards the pip now. We're going to start planting the first 3 pike apples on this floor, here, here, and here. There we are. We've got a pip plus the seeds, so they should know what to do. Well, there we are. So we're working on the ceiling. I see a pip has planted the first pike apple, which is great. We'll start making some natural tiles along this way. While I wait for the dupes to take their break, I'm just watching this to see temperatures dropped a little bit. So we'll bring up the temperature so that ice that's sitting there will really turn to water as quick as possible. So starting to burn some of that hydrogen that we've been accumulating. Alright, we've got over 40-something degrees. Let's be happy with that for the time being. At the start of Cycle 41, I've got a very special project for Mover. That is because we've got these guys that are starving. So I'm getting them to go over here. Once they're there, I'm going to get them to dig this tile. Hold on. Figured I'd have to change their priority. Mover, let's focus you on digging. Take another step over. There we go. With that, let's move this down there. Excellent. Let's move this over there. I will do harvesting on this plant. 2 priorities for Mover. Bring up farming. There we are. They're harvesting that. Don't you touch that food. Let's bring this down there. Mover, if you could grab that on your way down. Harvest. No. Mover, let's take down your farming again. There we are. So let's take this 8,000 calories of plume squash. Drop it in that stable. And they're picking that up. Actually, just before I... Where's that egg? 35%. Now, let's not worry about that just yet. So that is going to feed these guys. Let's go to see how progress is doing up here. We need 2 more doors there and there. Make a plan for the rest of this area. Start off digging that out anyway. And scientists, excellent, good work. So we can now put in a gas sensor. We'll do that right there. Put that in with the filter gate. A little bit of automation. I won't have to manage this so much, which is very nice. Check the temperature above 40 degrees, at least. Got 2 doors to create here and here. And I see the pip is already... oh, no. It's got 1 more to go. 2 of 3. So once I've got that built, we'll put a snow tile right there. Mover putting in another door. Get a snow tile right next to that. Can even create natural tile right there in the middle. Just making sure these guys are not freezing. So this is working out much better. Let's see, we've got an egg. Actually, maybe we'll spend some time coming down here. Oh, look at this. We've got a tame fox fawn. We'll just keep them in there right now, but I'll bring them up in the stable once they become an adult. Let's find builder. Just see what they are up to. Going to deconstruct. Yeah, let's have someone else do that. Let's get you down here. Trap you in. Let's see, mover can't come in the meantime. I will do some egg processing. Just doing the last fox fawn egg here with builder. We'll get them. Actually, don't have to move them over for this Bambini egg. We can add that to the little by effect, and that might be cycle 41. So they can now leave. Let's check temperature down here, 41 degrees. Let's add a little bit of heat. Overnight. So still waiting for automation up there. Bring it up to 50 degrees this time. Okay, let's cut the power. And this did not become a natural tile. I'm assuming whoever built that did not stand at the right location. So I'll have to monitor whoever does that next time. And we'll start off with cycle 42 here very shortly. Let's just check the pip. They have planted. Yes, so they are. Now the pip's ready to go. Come on, dupes. We need you to finish this up so the pip can continue on with their work. Cycle 42. Dupes have arrived. They're setting up some doors in this room so we can get some more pike apple starting to grow. Miner creating that door that failed last time. So now that's in place. I'm going to stay here, make sure whoever destroys it from the top. We're doing construction. So taking these tiles out just because I want to get the dirt. Figure the dirt's more valuable than the little bit of cinnabar ore. That's right, miner's doing that right. So once that is out, we'll throw some snow Pack snow right there. Oh, that wasn't exactly what I thought was going to happen, but that's okay. We'll fill that tile in. Let's check ice. Is any more? A little bit of ice is needed there. Awesome. Throw some snow in as well. So that's this one. Find some ice. Add in there as well. Okay, excellent. Some automation wire being installed here. So this is really nice. I can set hydrogen. And I can set a timer. Let's usually do about 120 seconds. Now I can have this connected and not have to worry about it. That is nice. So that can just push hydrogen when we are in need of taking some out in the area. So that should start to go and fill up this guy. Builder going in here. With that, I can get these two guys taken out. Maybe Builder would think about doing that if I just move them around. There we are. I'm going to put in some more tiling like this just to allow the pip to come into this zone while we construct more stuff out here later on. There is that. So we've got two doors we want to install. Push the dirt to the side so we can make use of it. Oh, let's also not forget. All these seeds, I'll get a plan to get them taken out of the room. As we are starting to put this area together, I notice that the air is getting a little bit thin. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put another electrolyzer together. Let's put in some tiling right here and here. Actually, no, that should be fine. Actually, we'll do this one over. Like that. We'll put in a second electrolyzer. Right there. But if we're going to transport water from down here, I'm going to say we are going to want to have insulated igneous. Definitely we're bringing up the temperature once more. We've got ice there. We've just got to make it melt. So this can get a high as 75 degrees. Don't want it to actually hit that or any higher. Maybe we'll get it up to 65 or even 70 degrees. Since we're actually really low. We can destroy this. $60 degrees. Has this ever gone off? It's not yet. Why don't we just do this? Give it a second. It's going to go 120. So we're starting to get some hydrogen to flow down, which is good. Didn't get to use the incubator this cycle, but come on. We can get... I might have to wait for cycle 43 to finish this off and let the pip in. But let's just put a plan in to get some igneous rock from here. All the way down to there. Okay, 70 degrees I saw there for a second. Let's stop. I don't want any hotter than that. Risk overheating. Let's look at some of this ice. Minus 7.3. Minus 1. This should actually melt soon. Minus 24. That's going to take a little bit of time. And this one should also melt pretty soon as well. We've got a number of these little Lox Flans. That's awesome to see. Be throwing them into this stable. Oh, yep, mover. That's exactly where I want you to stand when you're taking that out. That's good. Might even get this door to be open now. What I'll do, though, is put that right there, low priority. Okay, and then we'll put a snow tile. There is cycle 43. Put a snow tile right there. This door is opening up, so the pip should be able to get out. Let's take this out. We really need to encourage airflow to go through. But we really need this other electrolyzer, to be honest. And more water to melt. Come on, just a few pieces of ice we're waiting for. Once it gets to be about 2 degrees, that should do it. We're here, -6. Okay, this should melt, give us a little bit of water. 2.1, come on now. 2.2. You can't keep going up forever. There we are, boom. We get a little bit of water now. That means that ice is available, so we can throw in some more. Push this into the system. How about we take that snow in as well? Oh. I never even considered that. Yeah, of course. Oh, and that pip's furthermore taking damage. Okay. Let's move them in here, maybe with the door shut this time. There is Mover bringing in the ice, so we can continue to get more water in the future. Builder relocating the pip. Okay, if we're going to relocate that with the door shut, and just realize that we need to move our seed over. And we only have 2 pieces, and I also, furthermore, need to make sure that they plant specifically right there. So I'm going to go have a look around to see where I can grab more seed. Since we only got a little bit of water, and that ice melted, the ice actually caused cooling. So we'll bring the temperature back up again. See, there's another ice blob there that is melted. So let's take this ice and move that into the system. We're going to have to destroy these 2 tiles. Hold on. We're going to have to destroy these 2 tiles to make that happen. Also dug out a little bit of igneous rock along here, just to make the construction of this insulated pipe up to that electrolyzer a little bit easier. There's that ice landing, -23, and we'll start to rise until it melts into ice. So we've got some tiling up here. Good, let's just make sure that these new tiles are blocked off from the pip. And we'll start heading in this direction to plant even more. So it seems like we very much need to add in heat. Very thankful for the vacuum system fully surrounding this, so that I can concentrate on just heating the water. Don't know how I would do without this setup. So it's bringing our ice temperature up. It'd very much be nice to have automation in here. We'll have that in soon. There is power cut. I'll have to wait, I think, for... might as well turn it off for the meantime, but we'll have to wait until the team is recharged and ready to go for the next cycle. Cycle 44. I'd like to see this electrolyzer setup complete. I also like to see more water. So now that we've got the dupes up, scientists generating some power, let's increase temperature. We'll get this going to about 70 degrees. Getting a little bit of snow to be dropped in top of the ice. There is 70. Let's turn that off. I don't want it to overheat. Which piece of ice is going to be melting first? Looks like this piece. Which is nice because that's going to be 2.3 tons. It's Pip here making progress. Planting some pike apple. Taking some damage though from being in the cold. And we just have 2 flocks because we had some elderly. We really need to, oh my goodness, yes, we really need to improve things. Okay, let's bring the temperature up a little bit high. We'll risk getting a little bit closer. Maybe we'll try for 73. Okay, let's cut that. We need that ice to melt. Minus 0.5. Snow that's in there also can melt away. Let's see, do we have any snow? We have snow there. Don't see any snow there. Snow is often smaller amount, which makes it quicker to melt. So yeah, everything comes down to this whole setup right here. Because right now we don't have any water in our pipes, even though that we'll have this new setup soon. Might actually temporarily cut that off. Oh my, wow. I might need to have to make a plan. I know there's a little bit of oxylite left over here, so I might have to go make a plan to go grab some of that while we're waiting for this to actually melt. Miner, where are you going? Delivering. Priorities for mine. Oh, yeah, let's take that off. Move you back in so you can attack this oxylite and ice. And I'll get Mover to bring some of that oxylite over to the base. Pip busy in here. Getting in another seed so they can plant something else. And who's the... excellent. Mover. I need you over here. Get them to gather some oxylite. So Mover gathering a little bit of oxylite. Consolidating that into a big piece above their head. Let's take that now and move that right there. Take the oxylite there. Also move that over. Just take that out so when this becomes nothing, no dupe gets trapped. Alright, Mover, let's see you compress more oxylite. From there, yes. From there to there. And there. So that's given us a total of 328 kilograms. Let's just move that up to the central area. We'll put it right there. No, Mover. Back. There we are. Picking up the oxylite. Did they drop it? I guess they can move that in the morning then. Got another one of these put down so we can take out that tile. Where are we with this? 64 degrees. Don't know if we've got any hydrogen in the line. We do. Okay. So let's carefully bring our temperature back up so we can achieve 73, risking it a little bit just because we're under pressure to make water. Cut that off. We've got, oh, yeah, there we are. Whoa, okay, thankfully. All right, that's dropped the temperature, so I'm going to actually keep that going. No, actually, let's let the pipe fill up. Unfortunately, we don't have that set, but that should be set to go for the next cycle. So actually, maybe it makes sense, instead of trying to heat up this whole liquid, we'll pump out what we can, and then we'll heat the smaller amount of water once we're ready. Though we need to be careful not to let this water get too low as well, so maybe I've got to do this. Cycle 45, just had a look at the mush bar. We've got 20,000. So why don't we actually temporarily stop that, which is actually really nice. That's going to save some power for the next little bit. It's going to save some water, dirt. Let's start throwing some dirt in there. So when we need to turn that back on, it'll be ready. I'll get Builder to do their rounds. We should see this go into effect. But once Builder does the rounds in the stables, I will get them to run the incubator, which I haven't been doing every cycle. Checking on these guys. They are happy. What about these guys? Starving critter. And they are reproduction 34. I'm not sure I can actually do anything about that. This guy. 2,000 or so calories. Reproduction 50%. I might need to concentrate on just making sure these two are fed rather than... there's no way I'm going to feed all four. Okay, I'll look at that. Let's just make sure we get this pipe finished off, this cycle dupes. And if we're going to do that, actually, why don't we turn down this? Just wondering if I just attack them now. Might think about that for a second. So I'm not sure if I'm going to attack these guys, but I'm going to disable the grooming station. It's just wasted effort. We've got some pipe to be built. That's important. Let's have a look if there's any other wild plants around other than that guy. I think I need to take this out before we can continue on. But we've got several things of pike apple growing. Let's look at oxygen. Not great, but we're staying alive. And that oxylite. Oh yeah, there's the oxylite. Got put there. Just a few more pipes and we'll have a second electrolyzer running. Dupes just need to collect a little bit of igneous rock. Make sure we've got water available. We do. Oh, and we don't have any ice right there. Stay on top of adding in ice. And look at that. There we are. Water going up. Very much want to make sure it's an insulated pipe for this setup. And we've got our second electrolyzer running. That's going to up the pressure, make sure these plants continue to grow, make sure the dupes have some oxygen to be able to breathe, plus it's also a source for hydrogen and power production capability. Okay, so we've got this built in. Let's bring in two more, one here and here. Make sure this gets taken out first, so all the stuff from here gets thrown up that way. Okay, good job, mover. Oh, we don't have any seed in here. Okay, I need to find some more pike apple seed. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's just find a single piece to get us through for now. So do the standard thing. Once these two doors are in, we'll put in snow tiles on the sides. Hold on. It didn't quite work out. Let's take all this out to the side. Otherwise, it's going to be trapped or buried. So now we're storing a good amount of water in the pipe up to this area. Oxygen looking much better. Okay, I took this back off. I'm going to turn that back on again. We can create tile there. And mover. If you picked up, let's actually bring up. Since we're going to be going up in this zone a little bit more frequently, let's extend that. Let's just make sure builder stands in the right place. It's looking good. Put in a snow tile. Don't know if builder would do that for us or not. Hey, look at that. Okay, and they can take this out if they've got some time. Then this one. If they get that, they can start deconstructing snow tiles. And that is going to be cycle 45. See, the Pip found that seed that we put in there, so I'm going to clear this off. But we need to find another pike apple seed. Move this one in. Throwing more ice right here where that has melted. Starting off cycle 46 with mover, gathering some pike apple seed into one spot here. We have a few pieces that were around the barracks, as well as down here. Okay, so with that, we've got 7 seeds. Put that into this room. See if we've got another one. Okay, they didn't quite get that all. That's fine. Alright, that's going to allow us to continue on. Where is our Pip? Maybe they, that was it. They were elderly, I believe. So no more Pip. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. We've got another egg. Okay, so there's one Pip egg here. Another one over here. But 3 Pips. And I gotta figure out which one makes sense to bring up to continue on our progress. Most eldest Pip is this one here. So we're gonna bring them up to continue our progress. Planting pike apple bush. So I've got this set up to be 96 tiles. We're also digging up. We're going to actually relocate this. We'll take this out. raise this up a bit. Let's also add some fire pole down below. Get a little bit of metal for that. So there's a pump going out. We'll actually get rid of this too, because that's all just going to be raised to a higher location. There's a little bit of snowfall, so we'll watch this carefully. Make sure nothing happens that we don't expect or don't want to have happen. Let's just watch Builder. We are carrying up a pip. I'm hoping. Yep. Awesome. See a little bit of snow that's fallen. Clear that out. That as well. Okay, let's continue on upward. Maybe dig it all out like that. We'll relocate a pump right up like that. Just waiting for... Oh, another adult. Look at that, flocks. Let's move them inside, inside here. Is that the only adult? I think so for now. Where are we with calories? We want to make sure the mush bar 17 or 14,000. So still able to actually turn this off for another little bit. That's awesome. We've got additional 3 pike apple. That's great. Let's take... Can actually just get rid of that door, in fact. We'll get that pip to start planting those on those 3 tiles. I see this guy here. There are 83. Figure we can get at least 1 egg from them. Maybe we'll throw them in the stable without food. To start with, anyway. Once we get into that spot, let's see, we'll create a path up. We'll grab some of these buried objects along the way. How to best get that. So now the pip has access to the... Actually, hold on. Let me make sure I cover these 2. Got 7 pike apple seed in there. That's good. Actually, maybe not quite like that. Let's do that. There we go. So we can't actually get... Oh, no. We can do this, actually. So that builder should relocate this flux. Might happen the next cycle. Oh, maybe not. Builder's heading up there. Look at that. So my thinking is, while we're converting them to a tame version, we don't actually need to feed them in the meantime. Oh yeah, we technically get wood, even though that doesn't actually do us good, any good, given the fact I'm not using wood as part of this challenge. Okay, that has been planted. Good work, Pip. Continue on. Hold on. I think I got lucky there, and then they never planted that location. And that's going to be cycle 46. Let's just have a quick look at Oxy. Oh, wow. That's starting to look really good. I probably definitely should bring up temperature, but before I do that, oh, yeah, I can't turn the pump on because it, well, it doesn't exist for this moment, so we'll have to wait for all the dupes to wake up and get someone on the manual generator. Cycle 47, just realized that door needs to be shut. Stress, miner 37, builder 36. You know, I think I have carpeted tiles. We've got some reed fiber. Let's locate the dupes that are the most stressed. Miner and builder. Shaft, miner, these two here. Let's give them some, make this out of granite, put one there, put one there. Actually, I should probably give this to all the dupes. Just to give them tickled toesies at night. Reducing, whoa, 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 whoa. Wonder if this is anything related to do with the stress. Oh, they might still be able to get in there anyway, but still. We've got to replace some of the snow tiles with granite. Make the first two urgent. Just curious what dupe that was. That was mover. I wasn't able to get access to their table. Okay, so we're making that a little bit safer now. And we've got a spot up there. So I'll put in a pump plan for hydrogen once again. So we've got a pump installed up here. It's just going to allow me to do some construction in this zone with oxygen instead of hydrogen. So bring that up to 20. Make this hydrogen. Let's check the PIP. PIP is another place they can plant something now. This was the young flocks. We're going to keep them by themselves just because they're wild. For the time. Oh, we also need some power, of course, up here. And what I'll do is look at my temperature plan here. So anything that's in the green, I've shifted this over. It's above -30. That's a good spot. So I'm going to add a little bit of extra space. Maybe in this zone, we'll put in our third stable for flocks. So we're getting a green signal soon as we can get the power in. I believe that's going to be sending hydrogen down. Look at that. Okay, so with more hydrogen on the way, let's take up the temperature. We've gotten down to 20 degrees. That's not good. Bring that up. I'd like to add in more automation. In particular, I would like this guy here, a thermo sensor. Plus, I could probably also use the insulated tile. So getting scientists to work on that, I think, would be a good thing. So take out some of that. There we are. So we've got both a smart battery and automation detecting hydrogen to determine whether that pump should run or not. Once that door is gone, I will make another one of these. That right there. No, I don't necessarily want the pip to use that. Oh, whoops. Okay, that was not right. Builder. Whoa! Their stress is really shot up. Okay, it is really good. We've got that. Okay, let's make sure that that doesn't continue to go up. I have to get someone's priority focus on farming, maybe miner. Going to uproot, yes. Let's just disable this building for now. Let's make sure we can just take down this stress level. So I'm going to make the, turn them down on farming, turn them up on storing. Let's take that seed, get it out of here. Miner, bump you over. There we go. So Pip, you just have one more seed to oh no, there it is. There's more seed in there. Let's check on this guy here. Still wild. Age 84. Wild at 100. Oh. Forgot about that. So this guy's actually looking for... I've got calories now, but they're probably not going to make it. Where are we? Oh! Yeah, maybe I will actually take these guys out. Take them out. Enable this. It's going to give us a good amount of calorie. We should get these guys spinning. We've got our tallow. Load it in there. Make sure we've got a good amount of meat. Look at that. Yes, we do. Carry that into the kitchen area. This one as well. Let's have a quick look at oxygen. Look at the temperature of this. 55 degrees. Some ice missing right there. So let's bring in that. So that can start to warm up. .8 degrees, you can do it. Going into cycle 48. Let's bring it up to, this time we'll aim for 70 degrees. Don't need to try to do 73 this time. Just gonna go make sure these guys have something to do in the meantime while we get the temperature up. Decided for cycle 48, we're going to work on making a nature reserve just to get stress down. I think it's currently on the way down. This will just really help us maintain it. Let's get a park sign, make that out of granite. We'll throw that within this zone that has some natural plants, or wild plants rather. Put in a door like that. Take that out. Put in another door at the top. Whoa, hold on. Let's get rid of that. Taken out. Flocks, you can move up here. You can actually enable this now, even though we've got the pip in there. And another flocks. You can also move in here. Currently, whoa. Okay. Let's get that off. Got ice sitting everywhere along there, which is good. Get another door just in there. Batteries being charged up. Miner, I think that should be good. You can get to some work to get this nature reserve created. Just one more flux to be moved up. Builder dropping off a flux. And I've got a single plant. That pimp in there. Actually, do they have... Oh yeah, they have Pike Apple Seed. Scientist on research. Now actually look into the temperature gauge. That would be super useful for getting that in here. I can see more ice has melted. Let's find some more ice. Take this, put that inside there. Let's get the temperature to go up once again from 60 to about 70 or so. Flocks will move you up here. Maybe we'll actually just cut the power for now. Let that water drain out, and then we'll bring the temperature up when that water's a little bit lower. Shouldn't be too long. Oh, I see another place we have to put tiling in. So stress going down slowly. That's good to see. We put in, do we have enough? We can put in 1, 2, and 3. Just to make sure that we maintain stress going forward. Builder and miner not looking too great at the moment. Builder tending to our flocks, which is very important. Oh, well, let's enable this. So I don't think we're going to get that this nature reserve complete this cycle, but next cycle I think we'll have that in hand. It is cycle 41. One more cycle to cycle 50. Let's start off by bringing the temperature up. It's already decent degrees, 61, but it can be a little bit warmer. Making sure that ice melts in time. But we do have water lined up in the pipes for this electrolyzer. Getting that up to 67. Power is an issue. So this pump is turned off, which is good. Only hydrogen in the pipe. That's good to see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's cut that. Now let's see if we can actually finish off that nature reserve dupes. 22,000 pemmican. Is that how you say it? That's our actual meat, or yeah, meat and tallow made in Micro Musher. And there is the automation, so I can go inside here now if I want and put automation next to this guy. That would actually be really, really nice. How about we see if we can create this nature reserve? Cinnabar ore just needs to be thrown in. Lots of that down here, dupes. Okay, let's, how about we stop storing dirt there for the time being. Chef in the kitchen working away. Now I see the dupes providing some cinnabar ore. There we go. Some of this ice is starting to melt. That would be actually good ice to select for bringing in here, though we're not ready for ice. More ice. At the moment, anyway. To where we don't want to have shut. Stress 64, so stress is on the way down. A bit concerned, though, with this zone, especially for Builder. It's going to be walking in there for some grooming. A bit of mopping going up. Actually, let's not forget that tile right there. Taking a while to build all this. And hopefully this will help us with stress relief. This door doesn't have to be shut. Technically, nor does that one. But this will be a nice thing to celebrate for halfway through the century. As long as this isn't too big, but I can keep cutting it down if I need to. As long as there's no industrial equipment, that's why I'm blocking all that off. We'll look at this. We might be close. That might be the last. Actually, I definitely need to get both those done. Mover, you can do it. And with that, let's look. Aha! So the base now has a nature reserve, giving a +6 to morale. So it's in a very central area. There's no question that the dupes are going to go and visit that all the time. Not a lot of time left in this cycle. But let me just decide what we need to do with the last little bit of time that we have. Cycle 50, very important project. First of all, miner, dropping some iron right here. Now ready to take out this tile. We're going to go inside this zone. We're going to take this tile out as well. So we're going to allow a dupe to walk in here. That might produce a little bit of carbon dioxide in this zone. That's fine. We get a pump in there so we can reestablish vacuum. But, oh, this will be nice. I won't have to manage this anymore. We'll get that connected right there to temperature checking system. Oh. Here. Disable auto repair. A little late, but anyway, take that out. While we're here, I wonder if it'd be worth it to bring in heavy wire up like that. Change it out later, but at least do the inside construction for that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Didn't actually mean to connect that just yet. There we go. So dupes are able to get in and out. They're getting their feet wet as they go, but that's just for this part of the project. Upgrading the inside of this area. We've got a lot, almost 50,000 pemmican. We do not have to produce food with water and dirt at the moment. That is really nice. Just curious if we've got tallow. See a little piece of tallow there. Might be some other places or other seals that are about to expire. Not that one, but anyways, that's fine. We'll get more tallow just naturally. Okay, so with that, let's put in. This is amazing. Okay, let's get that sitting right there. That's gonna be huge. We've actually still managed to vacuum. No one's been breathing out carbon dioxide in here. this. We're actually losing a little bit of metal in the process, oddly. And I might do on it. If we're going to do this, we might as well connect it on this side too. How should this go exactly? Maybe there's just no need for this to be a transform. Just simply... Oh, I see. There's a door. Yeah, of course. Well, if we did this, took that down like that, then that basically makes that transformer redundant. But this is the main piece that I'm excited about. Getting the thermo sensor in here. Huge. That just automates stuff, really, but still, from my perspective, quite nice. We're missing ice right there. Let's take this little bit of ice. Add that in. Technically, that can't be done. Hold on, I don't actually need to poke it through ethanol this time. Let's drop that off right there. I see some iron. Well, 20 kilograms, but whatever. We'll bring it up nonetheless. And hold off on heating for just a moment. But yeah, there's the heavy watt wire in. We still have a vacuum, which is awesome. The iron's being moved out of the way. Let's just wait for someone to bring in that ice. Miner is doing that. Just curious if Miner has the priority of grabbing stuff. They do, okay. Take that down. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Let's seal this. Let's just have a check. A little piece of granite, that's fine. But we've got our ice, we've got our liquid, we've got our automation wire. Let's just check it goes from the actual point to point. Got a pipe all the way that around like we want it. I guess we can seal this back up. Okay, that is awesome. That is truly awesome. Because now I can say, hey, I want the temp. Let's try maybe even 67 degrees. If you are below 67 degrees, create some heat and just permanently run this thing. And I don't have to watch this anymore. So once this gets hot enough, it'll just shut off. So it's still going to be a manual process of me adding ice, but at least I don't have to flip around, make sure this thing is on when it needs to be on, make sure it's not on too long when things overheat. Whoa. And we're over 100,000 calories of food, though, to be honest. A lot of it's pike apple, which I'm saving for the critters. The flocks, but 50,000 of it is food that I can eat. Things are looking really good. Things have not looked this good from, like, I think ever in this playthrough. This is awesome. Halfway through the century, I've got to get the carnivore achievement in the next 50 cycles. And I think I'm going to finish off here. But, yeah, we achieved a lot. We've got a nature reserve. This system has just been keeping us alive. And now it's been... Hold on, circuitry overload it. Yeah. That we can do something about. That's awesome. And we brought in heavy watt wire here. So we can run both this pump and this guy here without an issue. Technically, we'll disable this. We won't... we might actually need that later on, but I'll just disable it for now. Can get rid of some of those extra little pipes or wiring. But yeah, what else? A little bit of carpeted tile. So stress wise, we should expect to see stress going down because of these carpeted tiles and because of the nature reserve. My own stress level should also go down because I've got automation here. I also have automation up here, detecting hydrogen. Plus, we've got a smart battery. So that is going good. Haven't been using the incubator, but I think in the next episode, there's two things that I've got to do from this perspective. One of which is to get a better incubator set up. The other thing is I start the process. This is the actual ceiling for the next nature reserve. We're going to not nature reserve. Stable with pike apples. So we got to get up in there, put a pip in there, get a room essentially looking like this, get more flocks with incubators, get automated drop off with eggs. Yeah, this is starting to actually look doable. This is starting to look good. I'm going to finish off just looking to see where I am with the locavore and carnivore achievements, and we'll pick up on the next episode. Oh, we've got the locavore achievement. Excuse me. Okay, and just curious on the carnivore achievement, 50,000 calories on that. So we've made some progress already. We just have 350,000 calories on that. But now that I know the locavore achievement is done, I didn't even know that. I can actually grow stuff in planter boxes. I don't necessarily have to rely on Pip, though it is kind of a nice thing. So that's something I have to go and think about. Actually, this is a perfect time to take a break, because now that I know that I've got the locavore achievement, I have to strategize on how I can best take advantage of that fact. Well, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I will see you next time. I think we are going to really get moving along. And then at this next episode, hopefully, I will see you at that point. Oh, and just before I forget, leave it for the day. Let's just take this flocks and mark it to be moved up there. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I will see you next time.